Hello everyone. So previously we finished the cutting part of these pattern pieces, and I'm going to be linking that video under this video's description box so you can check it out. And today we are going to use these sewn pieces so that we start the sewing part of this dress. So welcome back to Yvonne Winifred UG, and let us start the video. So guys, as you see, I've gone ahead and pinned down all my pattern pieces onto the fabric, as you see, and the fabric is on fold because the center front is supposed to be on fold, and the rest of the other pieces are also supposed to be too. So I've also gone ahead to mark the full length of all this dress. This is on fold, as you see. These other pieces are like tutu. So this is an off-shoulder dress, as we've already seen, and it starts at about the 6th inch mark, and the full length is about 50 inches. So for the back, I've already added 1 inch zipper allowance, as you see, for the center back only. And after all these other pieces, I'm going to go ahead, guys, and also cut out the other back piece. This is the pattern. There will also be 2. So now here we are. I've already finished cutting out the side back pieces, the center back pieces, the 2 side pieces for the front, and also the center front piece. And also, guys, I also went ahead also to cut the linings for each and every piece, and the lining is in a black cotton fabric. So this is what we have. So guys, remember at the back, at the center back, we always remove the zipper bulge. So this is what we are going to do. I'm going to come here along the waistline at the center back and mark ½ an inch like this, and from that ½ an inch I'm going to connect to where the hip line is at the start, and even from up here. So the ½ an inch is only at the waistline, so I'm going to cut that off for both the main piece and the lining pieces. So let us remove all these pattern pieces and start the cutting. And guys, my linings are 1 inch shorter than the main pieces. So this is it. Now my pieces are ready so that they can be sewn together to form this beautiful dress. So now I'm going to place the pieces as they are supposed to be. So these are my 2 center back pieces, and I'm aligning everything together so that I start pinning them together, preparing them for sewing. So now I'm just going to place one of the center back to the side piece, right sides facing each other, and then pin it together, or pin them together, and I'll be sewing by ½ an inch that we left as the sewing allowance up to the hemline. So you sew from up going down like that. So whatever I've done to the main pieces, I'm also going to do the same even to the lining pieces. And I'll take all my pieces onto the sewing machine, and I'll be sewing accordingly. So even also for the front pieces, as you see, I'm just going to remove these pins and also remove the pattern pieces, keep them for another project, and align my side pieces onto the center front pieces, that is right sides facing each other, and pin them together. I'll take them to the sewing machine and also sew by just ½ an inch. So this is what I do. Remember, right sides facing each other, guys. Sew from the top going down like that. And after this main piece, guys, I'm going to do the same even onto the lining pieces, just as we did to the main pieces. And I'll go to the sewing machine, and after this is what I got. So I made some small cuts along the curved edges just to relax that seam line, and this is what I have. These are the two back lining pieces, and this is also one of the main back piece. So now I'm just going to bring the lining piece that collides with this one, like this. And guys, remember I told you that the lining is 1 inch shorter than the main piece. So I'm going to start sewing from down. I'll pull my lining like this and sew by 1/2 inch. Since it is shorter, I'll have to pull it up so that it aligns with the main piece, and I'll sew along that off shoulder edge, and also the side. I will leave out the armhole and also the zipper allowance. And this is what I have also for the front. It is coming out so beautiful, guys. Remember, notch out or just make small cuts along the curved edges to relax the seam line so that it comes out beautifully. Also, if you have a tailor's ham, guys, or you can just fold a piece of fabric, a nice piece of fabric, put it under that bustier part, and then iron that part very well so that it comes out beautifully for both your main piece and the lining pieces. So again, I'm pressing lining right sides facing the main piece, and also starting from the hemline, pull the lining up here, and then also finish this the sides and also the off shoulder part, leaving out the armholes. So now this is what we have. This is the back. Very, very neat. I like what I see. This is how it looks like. That is the use of the lining. Your piece will come out beautifully. Whenever you can always use a lining piece for your garments. So this is the other side of the back piece. It is on the wrong side, but let me just flip it onto the right side, and this is what we have. So along the zipper allowance, that part is still raw, and also along the armhole. So after attaching the zipper, I'll sew a part in the middle there, then I'll leave about 10 inches for the slit. So that is what we have for the back. Bringing back my front, this is how it looks like. Remember, we started sewing from down and pulled the lining onto the top and finished along this neckline very well. So now I'm just going to make small cuts towards the stitch line, just close to the stitch line. Don't cut through the stitch line, all along this curved edge, so that when I flip my garment through the armhole onto the right side, it will really look so perfect. So let's do this, and this is what I have now. So it is really, really nice, as you see. So that is all about this part. Now we can start cutting the sleeves. So guys, for the sleeves, remember they are off shoulder sleeves. I have 2 pieces of fabrics, and I'm folding each into 2 like this. And guys, on top here we need an allowance for the elastic casing. So I've just folded half an inch, and then I folded about 1¼ inches because my elastic is 1 inch. My elastic is 1 inch. It will be able to pass through that 1¼ inches. And now on down here, I'm also going to fold in the allowance for the elastic casing. Here I'll be using an elastic that is about 3/4 of an inch, and that will be all. So I'm just having about half of the armhole measurement along the width plus about 6 or 5 inches. But guys, you can still go on and do more than that if you have enough fabric. Mine was not all that enough. So after the fold, the allowance, the elastic casing fold, I'm placing part of the back piece along here, the armhole, and I'll just be cutting it out. So at this point, guys, I finished passing my elastic through the elastic casing, and I tacked it on both sides so that it cannot move. And now this is what I have. This is the sleeve finished at the top, like that. So bringing back one of the back pieces, this is one of the back pieces, I'm going to place my sleeve like this along the armhole, and then I'll be sewing by half an inch, and then I'll also sew this other part onto the front piece. Remember, a sleeve is shared between the front and the back piece. So I'll do that, and this is it all after. So I've attached the sleeves already. This is one of the sleeves. I'll just sew from the sleeve into the sides up to the hemline by 1 inch that we left as the sewing allowance, and after also hem the sleeve or create the elastic casing along the hemline of the sleeve to finish the entire dress. So this other sleeve is also finished, as you see, onto the other side. I'll just have to fold it like this and sew along the side from the sleeve up to the hemline, and after create a casing for this other part of the sleeve, and the dress will be done, guys. So for the back, I'll just attach a zipper on top, and this is how it came about, guys. I think you should just go to my Instagram to see the beauty of this dress. I promise to put those pictures there, but it came out so beautifully. So I have 10 inches here for the slit, and I used a metallic zipper, guys. And this is how the front also came about, the bustier part. It is so nice. I just love off-shoulder stuff like blouses and dresses. It came out really beautifully. And remember, if you want a more exaggerated sleeve, you just have to use about 2 times half of your armhole measurement. So guys, this is the dress. Hope you like it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, and also share it with other soulmates. And also don't forget to subscribe to Yvonne Winifred Yuji. I love you so much. Thank you for your support always. Bye.